zone, it's Agnew. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's...
Might have a chance. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Quick completion on the out route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
20 and 29 belts. Where did he go?
The run inside. It's thrown.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 20. Ready, go.
They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense throwing it directly down the field. We saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
On the move, it's Meadows. Brings into the open. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. That guy takes off, races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level...
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does a nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make.
Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
Go.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely...
Here's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense would be in a really good position all game long.
On target over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Ready, go!
They'll try to move the chains around. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Monarchs will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Shift. Ready, go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you deep. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And they tried the quarterback sneak to try to sneak it on the defense, but it was not effective. It went absolutely nowhere. Actually, it did. It went backwards, stuffed on that play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Check. Ready! Where did he go? Slash! Ready, go!
Looking for a man, it's Potter. Touchdown, Monarchs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mass. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first.
Move!
To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The run inside. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the ground, it's Meadows. Got to know for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Marshall moved the chains through the air. Now they have it on first down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy to...
Oh, not enough space. Touchdown! Made the grab and then did the rest himself to make the points on the ball.
When you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Agnew. Stopped at the 17. He's probably second-guessing that return. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. He's got him. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give on the option. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He makes a catch. Lowers those pads. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Keeps it on the option. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Good work by taking the lead here. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. off play action. Got a man, it's Agnew. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Down, ready. Blue, 22. Return.
To the air, it's Potter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Marshall! The defense does the work itself with the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks up the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Ready, go.
Running inside, it's James. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Monarchs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. To the air, it's Potter. On target. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking for room, it's James. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Ready, go. Go, go.
Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the court.
And he throws another interception. His third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Keeping it on the ground inside.
get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This is a design run. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
Snags it, there's running room. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They're on inside. It's Boston.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run.
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Marshall quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Trying play action. Working that left side now. Hit and run down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Marshall trying to move the sticks on fourth down.
Set. 180.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gives it on the option. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keep it on the ground. He's still in the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest. taking on the number 13 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
There he goes.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's got too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Quarterback will keep it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you could just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Ready, team.
Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Marshall! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake. It goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Monarchs are in the hurry up. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Roach.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to hit bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field.
Green, 1-9 Packer! Green, 1-9 Packer! Blue idiot!
And off from the shotgun.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Hit! Escape! Escape! Hit!
Now the play fake. Slings it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I...
Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Dumps it to the back. Sure hands, it's Roach. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short.
Escape! Escape! Hit! Hit! White idiot!
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Monarchs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That pass is incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wide out. Got a man in the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, ODU. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Move!
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Payne. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Agnew. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wideout. And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Black 18! Black! Doc!
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Quarterback Keith came through like a shot, knocked him down for a loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some complete.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And the Monarchs have their offense in high gear.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage. looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 91 in formation to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The defense got the stop and could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Caught behind the line. It's Roach. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Cross. We got three. Enter. Hey, enter.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Beat up the pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. nothing on that play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Roach. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll run it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Pressure coming. Gets away to his left. On the move, he fires. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. His drive was clicking along after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Running inside. It's Williams. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The deficit is huge this when it's all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's got the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Iron! Iron!
First and goal, Old Dominion.
Looking to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.